Hi, today I'm here to show you how to play volleyball using a Bag-the-Bullseye game board. This is a Bag-the-Bullseye game board, also known as Bag the Bull. You can find it at bagthebull.com. The Bag-the-Bullseye game board is a game board about 39 inches wide, which has high grooved walls that separate the scoring areas. In this particular case, I have the scoring area 5 in the center, leading outward to the outside, with 1 being the smallest scoring area. Now, when you play volleyball, the object of the game is to volley the ball back and forth across the net within the court lines and try and allow the ball to drop on the opposing team's side so that you score a point. You play the game first person to 25 with a two-point margin, which means you have to beat the other team or the other player by 2 points. If the game is 23 to 23 and the other team scores and hits 24, and then the other team scores and hits 24, then 25 is no longer the total that you're looking for, because you have to win by a margin of 2. So you continue to go until one team wins with at least 25 points and a margin of 2. There's 5 bags, red bags, and 5 blue bags included in each Bag-the-Bullseye game board. I have the teams broke up in red and blue. You play this game not on a tabletop, but on the floor or on the ground, indoors or outdoors, 15 feet from the center of the bullseye. You would make a mark, and you would throw behind that mark into the game board. You decide who goes first by either the flip of a coin or the person that gets closest to the bullseye when each team tosses. In this particular game, I've got it as the red team has won the toss, and the red team will go first. The red team tosses into the game board, and they've got a 4. The blue team is therefore obligated to get a 4 or better to stay in the game and hit the ball back across the net, or the bag in this case. So the blue team goes, and they also get a 4 into the 4 scoring area. So now the ball is back in the red team's court, and the red team must also get a 4 or a 5 to keep the ball in play. The red team has scored into the 4 scoring area. Now the blue team must do the same or better. Now the blue team has scored a bullseye, which means the red team has to score a bullseye or it will lose a point on the next toss. The red team scored in the 3rd scoring area, therefore the blue team has scored 1 point. And since the blue team scored 1 point, the blue team will get to serve first in the next serve. So the blue team therefore comes up to the plate and serves, and the blue team scores in the 4th scoring position, and the red team follows with the same in the 4th scoring position. Then the blue team tosses again, and the blue team tosses into the 5th scoring position. Now the red team only has one object, and that is to score a bullseye or not. If they score a bullseye, it puts it in the blue team's court. They did not. So now the blue team has scored again, and the blue team is ahead 2-0, and again they get to serve for the next volley. This goes back and forth until some team reaches 25 points, as long as the team that reaches 25 points is at least 2 points ahead of the team that they're playing. And that's how you play volleyball using the Bag-the-Bullseye game board. Now there's many other different games that you can play. This is a very dynamic and very complex game board, whereby you can play virtually hundreds or even thousands of different game variations utilizing one game board. For example, you can play poker, or golf, or baseball, or jackpot, or blackjack. You can play many different other game variations which are listed on bagthebull.com website, and you can make up many different games of your own. You could play all bullseyes. First person to score 10 bullseyes wins. You could play, when you play poker, you're playing with 5 bags, 5-card poker, so 5 bags, and you're throwing into the game board and you're trying to get full house, 4 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 2 pair, 1 pair, etc. And the person with the highest hand would therefore win the game. That's basically an introduction on how you play with the Bag the Bullseye game board. And since the rules of volleyball are more difficult to write than they are to tell you on video, now you know how to play volleyball because it's not written at bagthebull.com. Hope you like playing the game. Play safe. Have fun.